Now we come to numerical portion. In this question we have to verify figure 3 as a toggle switch. In this figure, this is called SR flip-flop. The S input is connected to output Q bar and R input is connected to output Q. To verify this, we assume that Q1 equals to 1 and Q bar equals to 0. If Q1 1, Q bar 0. This make R equals to Q equals to 1 and S equals to Q bar equals to 0. When a clock pulse is applied, Q and Q bar will become 0 and 1 respectively. Now R equals to Q equals to 0 and S equals to Q bar equals to 1, and an application of the clock pulse, Q and Q bar become 1 and 0 respectively. And this shows that Q and Q bar changes with every clock pulse, and hence this circuit is act as a toggle switch. In the next question, we have to prepare the truth table for the circuit shown in figure 4 and show that it is act as T-type flip-flop. In this figure, there is a combinational circuit having two inputs and one clock input. Now the output of the combinational circuit is Y1 Y2, which is fed forward to NAND gate. Now we can explain the operation with the help of following table. T stands for toggle. Q is the present state and Qn plus 1 is the next state. Here we can use SR flip-flop. When R is 1 means this is reset and the present state is 0 and toggle is 0, then next state is 0. In the second, S input is 1 means it is set, present state is 1, we get next state 1 when the toggle is 0. When the toggle is 1, then it will change. For example, when set is 1 and present state is 0, then it will toggle. Present state is toggle to 0 to 1. In next, when the reset means when R equals to 1 and the present state is 1 and the toggle is 1 means there is a change. So the present state 1 is changed to 0, and from the above table we can see that Tn equals to 0, Qn and Qn plus 1 is again equal, then and when Tn equals to 1, next state Qn plus 1 is complement of present states. So this table shows toggle type flip-flop. Next is we have to design the following flip-flops: clock SR flip-flop, clock T flip-flop, clock D flip-flop. So first of all, we have to design clock SR flip-flop. For this, we consider a general design model that is shown in figure. This is a general design model of any flip-flop, and here SR flip-flop having a two inputs S and R. Here the input is connected via a NOT gate, so that we get only one input. That one input is connected by XOR having input T. Another input of the XOR is connected to Q. The characteristic table and the truth table for decoder of SR flip-flop is given in table 5. Here we consider 3 inputs, S, R and present state. According to this, there are 2 to power 3 combination, that is 8. If we consider all the 4 inputs, that is S, R, Qn, Qn plus 1. In this case, we have 2 to power 4, that is 16 combination. So accordingly, we can use this characteristic table and truth table for SR flip-flop. From here we find that S equals to R equals to 1 can happen with no clock. When there is no clock, this will happen. S equals to R equals to 1 is prohibited during the clock. Next, we draw a K-map. This is a K-map for Y1, that is clock bar plus S bar, and using De Morgan's we can write it as clock dot S whole bar, and Y2 equals to clock bar plus R bar, that is clock dot R whole bar. Now we can use characteristic table of toggle flip-flop, because here we design a T flip-flop. Now in this toggle flip-flop having only one input, so we have 8 combination, 2 to power 3. These are the 8 combination. Now similarly, using this characteristic table, and we draw a toggle flip-flop. Here the K-map for T flip-flop, that is Y1 equals to clock bar plus T bar plus Qn. Also Y2 equals to clock bar T bar Qn bar. Third is we have to design a D flip-flop. For the D flip-flop, we draw a characteristic table for D. In D flip-flop there is one input and 2 outputs. So here again we have 2 to power 3 combination. Accordingly, Y1 equals to clock bar plus D bar, that is clock D whole bar. Y2 equals to clock bar plus D, that is this. Now we move to the next question. Here we have to convert the following flip-flop: SR to D, D to JK, SR to T. So in the first part, we have to convert SR flip-flop to T flip-flop. To design the conversion logic, we combine the excitation table of both flip-flops. Here D flip-flop is this one and SR is this one. Now we combine this. For the combination we use K-map. Now this is a K-map for D and Q. 0 1 0 not S, and this is for R. So here we find that S equals to D. This is a relationship. Set equals to D, and this is R equals to D bar, reset equals to D bar. The flip-flop can be converted in the following manner. So here S is connected to D and R is connected to D bar. This is a simple conversion. Now the second part. In this we required truth table is given, for which minimize expression have been obtained by preparing the K maps. Here the JK, present state and D. Here we draw a K map for D. After putting the values, we get D equals to JQ bar plus K bar Q. Now here D is D having a input which is connected by a OR gate having the inputs AND gate, so that we get a JK flip flop from D flip flop. In the third part there is a toggle flip flop and SR flip flop. This is a combined truth table. After make a K map, we find that S equals to T dot Q bar and R equals to T dot Q. So here the input S is connected by AND, which having input T and Q bar. Similarly, R input is connected to AND, which having input T and Q. So in this way we can convert any flip flop to our required flip flop. Next question is, the figure shows a positive edge triggered D flip flop. This is a D flip flop. We have to verify its operation. For this, let the input to the latch be Y1 and Y2. When the clock is low, Y1 equals to Y2 equals to 1. Here Y1, Y2 equals to 1. Independent of D input, and the state of the flip flop cannot change. When the clock is high, Y1 equals to Y2 are complement of each other, and for each value of D, we find that the value of Y1, Y2 do not change. This means that the state of the flip flop cannot change. When the clock goes from low to high, in the first case we assume that D equals to 0. Y1 will remain 1 and Y2 changes from 1 to 0. Therefore Q becomes 0. While the clock is high, if there is any change in D, Y1 and Y2 will remain unaltered. When the clock comes back from 0 from 1, then Y1 equals to Y2 equals to 1, which also does not affect the output Q. And in case 2, let D equals to 1, Y2 will remain 1 and Y1 changed from 1 to 0. Therefore Q goes to 1. Now while the clock is high, if there is any change in D, Y1 and Y2 will remain unaltered. When the clock goes back to 0, then Y1 equals to Y2 1, which will not affect the change in output Q. So in this way we can verify the operation. Next question is, the clock and the inputs shown in figure 8 are applied to D input. D input of the positive edge triggered D type flip flop and the positive level triggered D type flip flop. Here we have to sketch the output waveform in each case. So here we consider a clock pulse. Now D input, that is delay, this is the delay. Positive as triggered. Now C is these are the cases A, B, C, D. For each case we have to sketch. Now in case of A, in case of positive as triggered D flip flop, the output Q is same as input D at the positive edge of the clock pulse. The output does not change till the next positive edge arrive. The output Q waveform is shown in figure. In B, the positive level triggered D type flip flop follow the input as long as clock equals to 1. The output does not change when clock equals to 0. The output Q waveform is shown in figure 8. Now